Hi, I'm Cat Navarro-Lee with IdeateTV, and I'm here at Strategicon, and I'm here with Andrew and Michael, who are the founders of the Haunted Space Hotel. Right. And so this game is really cool because it's both a video game and a board game. Right. Tell me more.
Yeah, okay, so we started with a board game, and we've been really refining those mechanics for quite some time, but a lot of our skills lie with computer science and that kind of thing. So we, on the road to making the board game, we stopped and made a video game as well. So we got that in early access on Steam right now. We got a free demo. The board game is called Haunted Space Hotel Manager, where you're managing the hotel and you're trying to corner the market in the galaxy and fend off others. So it's a bit more competitive, that version. Up to 6 players, you can remove ghosts from your hotel or add ghosts to other people's hotels. So that's kind of the vibe there. Whereas the video game Vacancy is a 4-player co-op experience that you build up your hotel with your friends, and the real things you have to look out for there are like ghosts and making the guests happy and things like that. So less adversarial there. Also, Vacancy, we explore a lot more of the themes are central to our game, which are like AI ethics and technological and biological transcendence and things like that.
Also, there are no humans in our game. None at all. Completely alien. We have 6 truly unique, from scratch generated alien factions. And this came out of our head, not an AI. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
This dynamic duo. Now, where did you guys first come up with these ideas? Are you big Ghosts fans? How does that work?
So we've made several games. Yeah. We've worked for big companies like Google and such doing computer science. And as our hobby, we played and made games, but we decided it's time, and we are really immersive storytellers. That's what we are at the core of our being. And so we started doing it with the board game, but the video game lets us tell these really rich stories of these alien environments, and it's so fun, and I don't want to do anything else now. So rest of my life, Haunted Space Hotel.
So what is the collaborative process between you guys? You first think of the concept, and then you map it out and start to kind of pump out which one of you guys does what?
Yeah, I originally was working on a bunch of the game theory, but obviously that's a process that's been going on between the both of us. We use things like Tabletop Simulator actually quite a bit. That helped us rapidly prototype things and try them out without having to actually print them out. We were able to just do it all in a virtual way, so that was really empowering. As far as the actual workflow goes, I do a bunch of 3D modeling in Blender, and that's where most of the artwork for this game comes from that. And I taught myself to do that using just YouTube and everything else. It's a free open source software, so I really think that's amazing. And he does a lot of work in Unreal,
which is also open source. But this is my 24th language or something like that. So it was a good transition to put me in the role of actually making the games go forth. Yeah, our board game came first, and one of the things that we wanted to do was play test. And that's really hard, a 6-player game that takes several hours. How do you get people to do that? I wrote an AI. And so we actually have an artificial player who play tested the heck out of the game, both with and without us. And that really helped us establish the baseline mechanics for the game. And now that also bled over into Vacancy. Vacancy uses all the same mechanics.
So while other people might think AI is a threat, are you finding that it's really changing the game in terms of making your games?
I really love this discussion because we go into AI in depth in our game because, as I said, there are no humans. You actually play an artificial sentient. So it's this whole different perspective. And right now, here on Earth, AI is an actual thing that we're starting to actually be able to use. And we definitely use it. I call it glorified spell checking, right? One of our species, the seeds, speak in haiku. And as much as this guy loves haiku and really enjoyed writing haiku, we needed lots of haikus. So Gemini, the AI we're using, was very helpful in correcting our grammar on those things.
Yeah, I think it is an important tool right now, but I would say it's good for very specific tasks. Like we really liked using it to refine our rule set and to go over the rules for our game and make sure there's no corner cases and everything's spelled correctly and everything like that. Really excellent use of the tool. Actually generating stories and art and stuff, I'm really not convinced that it's that powerful of a tool at this point. I also, in general, think it's kind of dangerous to think of it as a person and to try and form relationships with it, because in its current state, all the AIs are corporate shills that lie to you. So maybe not the best friend material. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to, really be able to separate where the humanity lies and what AI's capacities are. And obviously they can't replace the friendship and the dynamic partnership that you guys have. So what advice would you give to other people out there who want to make a game? They have this cool idea, they have a friend they want to do it with, but they don't know where to start. How do they become experts like you guys?
Well, that's quite a question. Like I said, I really enjoyed using Tabletop Simulator to mock up a game and try it out. And then you can do that with friends online and stuff. So we were able to do a lot without having to leave the house and print out a bunch of things. So that was really empowering. I also think that as far as game creation goes, you really just got to play it a lot. And so that's where his AI was really helpful. But just in general, you just got to get out there and you got to play with people and feel it out. And I think that's
also
really
mentioned friends. Know that your friends are not going to want to play your game a bunch. It's just a fact of the matter. So you actually have to get out and meet other people and do other things. And especially in today's post-COVID world, people don't want to go out and do things. So it's extra challenging. So again, we're immersive storytellers, which is why I really like the idea of not only the video game that really gets you into it, but the board game as well. It's very intriguing and enticing, and the strategy makes you think ahead multiple turns and all these things. And so I find playing our game with friends very, very rewarding.
And you're making new friends from this con.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Right, we're giving a lecture down the hall in a few hours, and multiple people have come back by saying, I'm looking forward to that. And that's really uplifting for us. Also, we talked to a bunch of indie developer game creator people here because our Kickstarter's there. Please follow us on Kickstarter. Anyway, and so we're looking for manufacturers and publishers and things like that. So the more indie game people we talk to, the more I like it. They're very friendly. It's an inclusive community. I'm really stoked.
Well, that leads me to my next question. You mentioned your Kickstarter, and so you guys have an online presence. Where can people find out more about your game and more about you guys?
Thanks. Our PC game is on Steam. It's in early access, and there's a free demo, so please check that out. And our Kickstarter is in the pre-Kickstarter phase. You can follow us. You can follow us. Yeah, exactly. You can follow us. We expect that Kickstarter to launch sometime next year.
Everything's under hauntedSpaceHotel.com.
There it is.
HauntedSpaceHotel.com. But we own all the presences on every single social platform. It's Haunted Space Hotel, at Haunted Space Hotel, hashtag Haunted Space Hotel. We got them all.
Yep, that's up.
Cool. Well, thank you so much, because I know with Halloween coming up, this anything haunted is very alluring.
Yes.
It'll be a big year for us, I think.
Well, congratulations, and thank you for being with us, Andrew and Michael. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm Kat with IdeateTV. Thanks for watching.